This is the container with the most water problem, and this simple animation shows exactly how it works. There's a left pointer, there's a right pointer, and then the trick is knowing exactly which pointer to move. At each step, we're going to calculate the area, which is decided by the width times the height. And we keep track of the best one. And that's the entire idea. There's no nested loop, there's no brute force, just two pointers closing in. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to solve this problem using the two pointers pattern. So the question on LeetCode is question number 11, and then that is the container with the most water problem. And we're given an integer array height of length n, and there are n vertical lines drawn such that the two endpoints of the ice lines are these two. And we find two lines that together with the x-axis form a container such that the container contains the most water. And we return the maximum amount of water that container can store. For example, we're given this example and representation, and then we are given an array, which is the height array. And in this array stores a whole bunch of numbers. And then each one represents one vertical line shown in this figure. So we're going to find the largest amount of area that are enclosed by two vertical lines in this array. In this example, the output is 49, which is formed by the second vertical line, which is 8, and then the last vertical line, which is 7, because these two, among all of these vertical lines, will have the largest area, and we can store the most amount of water. So that's the entire idea. And in this video, we're going to take a look at how we can use the two pointers method to solve this problem. So let's get right into the solution. Let's start from the definition of the function. Max area, we're given the height array. And in this one, the first thing we're going to do is initialize two pointers, one on the left, one on the right. The left is pointing at the zeroth index, and then the right one is going to point to the last index of the array, which is the length of the array minus 1. So these are the left and right pointers. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to initialize the best variable, which is going to keep track of the best area that we're going to report at the end. We're going to initialize it to 0 first. And then we're going to move the two pointers from the left and the right. And in order to do that, we're going to use the while loop. While the left pointer is less than right pointer, that's our condition, and we're going to meet in the middle at some point. While this is true, we're going to calculate the area that are enclosed by the left and right. In order to calculate the area, we're going to multiply the widths that are enclosed by the two pointers and to the one of the heights, either the left one or the right one. So the width is easier to calculate, which is just basically right minus left pointer. This is the x-axis. And on the y-axis, which is just the heights, we're going to choose the smaller one because the water level is decided by the smaller one of the left or the right. So we will use the min function, and then after that this is going to give us the smaller of the two. So we will calculate the area using this formula, and then after that we're going to compare this area with this best that we've initialized, and then we update this best using the max function. Using the max function, we'll give the best, which is initialized to 0 first, and the area that we just calculated, we're going to choose whichever one is the best or the highest. And then we will store that into best. And then after that, now that we've calculated our best or chosen our best area, we're going to move either the left one or the right one. So if the height, basically whichever number, the left pointer or the right pointer, whichever one is the smaller one, we're going to move that one because we want to find a larger area. So if the left one is less than the right one, we're going to move the left one to the right by 1, which is going to be left plus 1. Otherwise, if the right one is the smaller one, we're going to move the right one to the left. So basically, it's going to be else the right one minus 1. This is how we're going to move. We always move the one that is the shortest to the direction that's going to give us the better maximum area. So at the end, after all of this while loop is going to be done, we're going to get our best area, and then in the end, we're going to return that best area. So we will just return best. And this is how we're going to use the two pointers method to solve this specific problem. Now let's see how this works in LeetCode. Let's copy our solution and run it. Our solution has been accepted and it ran successfully. So this is the end of how we use the two pointers method to solve the container with the most water problem. Hope you learned a lot. In our next video, we're going to continue with more visualizations and then solving more LeetCode problems, so stay tuned. If you like this content, please subscribe and check out other similar videos.